First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And a short pickup to about the 25. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air. And they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert. And he'll get out near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You talk about this Lions defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Fields now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 4. From the 50, here's Fields. That is caught by Herbert. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Matt Eberflus is going to take a risk here on 4th down. He is going to go for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bears first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the option left is Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Deontay Foreman with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From his end zone is St. Brown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You look at this Bears defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. Let's go. 3rd and 3. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. The Lions at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Don't jump. Ready?
On first down, right back to Herbert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. These two teams all tied after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Mooney, the motion man right. Herbert once more. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. And Mooney going to have a Bears 1st down as he'll be taken down at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Hand off right side for Herbert. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here we go.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here we go, son.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing again is Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From his end zone is St. Brown. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready.
Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Go,
3rd and 12. Goff now looking to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Herbert powering up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From his end zone is St. Brown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution, those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
No mind. Hey, 551, 551.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Go.
On 1st down, it's Fields. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and a yard. Here's Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Fields. Quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game. 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
11.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
575.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, here's the option. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, 28 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
From his end zone is St. Brown. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On first down, it's gone. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
What's that?
On the give, here's Gibbs. Gets past one man, and he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 117 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they run the option on 2nd down. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now,
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, 75 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From his end zone is St. Brown. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to. Gets by him and out of the daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 172 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
What's that?
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Goff on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. To throw is Goff. That is caught by Laporta.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 16-yard
Right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Returnable here for St. Brown. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Bears 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just position positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts there.
They have to be aggressive here.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Fields. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these 2 sides. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's St. Brown on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Here's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, They have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Read option. This is Gibbs. Now he's loose again. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now Jones. Jones now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go, son.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Fields.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's Fields. Pass complete. It's Scott. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Fields gets this to Moore, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. All eyes on Fields. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second and 6 coming up. He's back to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's first down. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Well, this is one of those plays where your instincts actually go against you. You really need to try and knock that down, but it happens so fast, partner.
Yeah, you see the ball in the air, maybe even though you're behind the line, you just think, I need to catch this and try to make a play.
Yeah, what you really need to do, knock it to the ground and just go ahead and go to the next down, because now you're probably going to lose yardage.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, really, have hurt ourselves. That was no example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. They snap it to Fields. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is almost going to come to an end. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are?